Okay, back that up. Girl, you look good. Won't you back that ass up? You a fine motherfucker. Won't you back that ass up? Why does it not show? Oh, it should show there. I think it's bugged. My Twitch is not working correctly. There it goes. Okay. Working correctly now. Turn the music down just a tad bit more. There we go. That's an empty one. We gotta pop a fresh Coke Zero. Oh. Yeah. No problem, peace smiles. Let's see. Doesn't say, like, this is what bothers me, is like my YouTube doesn't get, or my YouTube title doesn't update. I'll have to like go in and manually do it, but everything else it always does. So, sorry for the confusion if you read that it said PvP discussion or whatever. We can talk about PvP, I don't give a shit. But, no, it's supposed to be while I work on my new logo, because I'm trying to make a new little logo for my channel. I'm trying to be all looking good and random, whatever. Okay, I'll shut up. Oh, so beautiful. Tell you what, man. Coke Zeros. They are the saving grace of any kind of diet. Alright, so how am I going to do this? And he got some thunder thighs. I'm going to go in here, and I only really need the chest piece, but I only need half of it because it's not perfect, like, because I can't get like a good shot of him not being lopsided, and I want it to be symmetrical. I'm lame like that. Well, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take this and then trace over it basically and do it like more cartoony looking. I'm probably not going to be able to get it done today, but I want to get it done before I release the next video. Like, I've got the mage video made. I just need to have the channel right, so to speak. Okay, so let's do a block here like this. So I've got half of the chest piece, like, exactly. Wait, hold on. No, not like that. Alright, so it's like almost perfect because I'm just going for the chest piece here. So let's go there and then delete all that. And now Control D. Let's crank this up just a little bit. Don't need the, well, maybe I should leave some of the neck. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the neck. So yes, this is Photoshop. Alright, so I'm gonna go erase like all of this though, because I don't need the shoulders. I've got the shoulders all in where I want them to be, but I might need some of that little bit of neck to go with the chest, so I'm gonna leave that neck there, but I'm going to erase everything else. It'd probably be easier to use the selection tool here. That's good enough. It's like, this doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to give me like a good outline to draw on. And I actually like where my shoulders are at with this, so I don't, well, let's see. Yeah, you can't even see it anyway, so I need to delete that. Ah! Jump down screen. Oh my god. I need a faster processor. At least I think that's what dictates how quickly you can scroll with this many pixels on the screen or whatever. Delete that. Roger that. Roger that. Roger that. Alright. Let's go in here and touch this stuff up. What are you doing? There we go. I'm going to be putting out a new PvP video soon as well. I don't want to give too much away. Just know that new PvP stuff is coming. Super important PvP stuff. Stuff that no one's talked about yet. Maybe they've talked about it a little bit, but they haven't talked about a lot of it, or as in depth, or with the focus that I'm going with. It's gonna be different. That's what I'm trying to say. How you doing today, P, though? You doing good, man? Well, yeah, BGs are always fun. Like, even if you like PvE only, like, there's no way that, like, you can't have fun in a BG. Like, I don't know. Unless you're just, like, the only way you can't have fun in BGs is if you are literally, like, Down syndrome central and just can't, like, even fathom how to PvP. Which is very strange for me to even think about. I don't understand how anybody could, like, not understand that. Okay, something is wrong with the shoulders here. I think I have to bring the shoulders back. Let me pop this up here so it's above. And then, see, like, maybe I just need the center, because the center is the only thing that's really screwed up here. But I don't know. I think this is, like, almost good enough, but, like, let me try something else. Hide that layer for now. Oops, wrong one. What the fuck? Which one? Oh, there it goes. Okay. That one. See, that's the one I just took and turned into this. And it's close, but why is that like that? That don't make no damn sense. So what I'm talking about is, like, this right here. It doesn't... Oh, it's the back of it. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. Okay. So maybe... In this one, I could potentially make the shoulders sit a little bit lower. But, no, that wouldn't look right then. So I'll just leave it that way, and then I'll just try to differentiate between the back whenever I do. Feel better with a group. Being able to make plays. Yeah, I feel you on that. Like, being a warrior, I obviously have to, you know, be a part of a group. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take this portion here, and then just do that, make a layer of it, and then just take this and take it over here. And then we're just going to resize it to fit as best as we can. Okay, that's where it needs to go, but I need it to be a little bit smaller. At least I think. Let's see what that looks like. Hold on. Let me redo that. What do we need here? And that's pretty much as centered as it's going to get, but I only need this right side of it. So if I just go, why don't I just do, why don't I take some of it, a little bit more than one side. I'll take this, make an extra copy, and I'll take that, put it over here, resize. About how big do I need it to be? I need to make this like match right here, so a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so actually, see, that almost looks right there. Stretch it a little bit. God, that's almost perfect, but I need it to... I need the center line to move over just a tiny bit without... What if I do this? There we go. Photoshop is a different beast. It's, man, it's like... I don't even understand it half the time. Like, all the stuff that I've learned from Photoshop, I literally have just taught myself by looking at, like, random videos online that are, like, tutorials for it or whatever. Like, I went to school for digital arts and graphic design, but I didn't learn shit. This, like Photoshop, like just YouTube stuff, is where I learned everything. Am I crazy, or is that supposed to have more to it? Hold on. Oh no, again, it's because the shoulders are sitting in front of it. Okay, never mind. It makes sense. I'm stupid. No! No! I didn't fucking lock it in. Damn it. Fuck. Let's get in here like that. And then... Actually, I think that looks better than how I had it. But we gotta stretch that down a little bit there. You know, a little better. Okay, I think that's about right. Now what I can do, honestly, that's almost perfect, but it's not. Let me stretch it down, and then I'll just have to freehand those lines or whatever. So now what I got to do is create a copy of this layer. Did I do it? Hold up. Nope. Fix that. There we go. Hey, what's up, Ace Ventura? Create a copy of this layer. Edit, transform, flip horizontal, slider over. But let's take off past the midpoint here. We're at the midpoint. Delete. Cool. Alright. That's almost perfect. I just need to center it up a little bit more, but that's like freaking perfect. Alright, so now let me measure, or let me just grab these both and shift them over. There we go. Alright, so now that's pretty much perfect. We can actually merge those. And now I just need to correct the waist, because I don't want the waist to be so like it should be stretched a little bit. This is what I need right here. The waist should be stretched a little bit, but it shouldn't have as much of a dip in it as when he's standing still. So let's take this, put it here. Gotta stretch that out a little bit. Put it like right about like that almost, right? Yeah, that looks maybe a tiny bit too big. I think that's about right, actually. So let me lock that, and then I'm going to put it behind that stuff, just because I want just the hip. Just the tip, just the hip. Let's flip it. There's probably a shortcut for that I just don't know about. Now he looks a little fat. Let's suck those hips in a little bit. There we go. That looks good, right? Trying to find some vids about staying competitive in PvP. If you have just 6 to 8 hours a day to play, whether it means PvEing 90% of your time to get the gear, etc. Have any advice? Bigger lats, yeah, dude. Massive lats, bro. So to stay competitive in PvP, I mean, let's see, whether it means PvEing 90% of your time. Okay, so next guide that I make might be a little bit relative to that, but as far as like getting, like being competitive in PvP, I mean, in my opinion, what you should do is try to get all your gear that you can for PvE, or PvP, I mean, from like PvP and whatnot before the new, or the system comes out. That way, like, you don't have to worry about PvE. And I'm not saying that it's like possible to get everything, but you should be able to get a good chunk of it anyway. But try to get like all the gear you need from PvE before the phase 2 hits, when you can actually buy PvP gear. And then from that point, I mean, yeah, certain classes, the gear that you get from ranking isn't as good as gear you can get from PvE, but certain classes, that's the only way to go. Like with Warrior, there's no DPS sets, so your PvP DPS set or PvP set or whatever is going to be your best bet. So honestly, like in my opinion, just like get your gear from PvE as much as you can, like as many pieces of it as you can before phase 2 hits, and then when phase 2 hits, you should be able to dedicate like all your time to just PvP whenever you do play. So hopefully that helps. But if I did not address your question correctly, then please feel free to yell at me. Alright, let me get that layer. What is it? Nope, not that one. This one. Don't need that. Let's cut his waist off here. Bloop. Nope. Where is it? Bloop. Bloop. Control D, Control E, Control Mesh. Okay, now I think this is pretty much where I want it to be. I think I can mesh all these. Because I don't want them like getting moved around in the process, like on accident. I can delete that one. So what I'm going to do now, yeah, I think I can mesh all these, because that looks like, I mean, yeah, it's not perfect. You can see the little lines where like the certain pieces mixed up, but this is 3 different screenshots, by the way. So this is a little rough, but so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mesh all of this together. Actually, let me save it as I'm just going to type R14 flex. Call it 1, because I'm going to make a few different files here, because I want to be able to go back to this if I need to move pieces around. But anyway, so now all those layers are meshed, and I'm going to save it as something different. I'm going to save it as number 2. See, I'm not good at this stuff, Brandon. So, what do you do to like make it a smart object? Do I just like right click it? Let me open the other one that I just had, because that's why I saved the other one. So do I just highlight them all and then just right click and then go smart object? I think I remember seeing that somewhere. Convert to smart object. And yes, I'm on ESTPS. Okay. Okay, I see now. So now I can open it up, like, what, can I go in and unsmart object it, and then that'll like open up all the layers again. Convert. What do I do? Do I replace contents if I want to go back? Is that what I do? No, 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 no. You can double click the icon. Oh, you're fucking smart, dude. And then that opens it in a whole new file, though. Got you. Alright, cool. No, I don't need to save changes to that. Oh wait, I probably should have. That's fine, all I did was delete the green screen behind it. I'll go back and do that if I need to. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, and this is part that I kind of can't remember exactly how to do. But what I would do is I would create a new layer. And actually this is good, because I think I'd rather do it like this anyway. Because I need all the pieces the way they are and at the same size and everything, but it's easier if I can just work with one. So right now I'm just going to work on the headpiece. So now I should take the pen tool, and I don't do this like in the most, I mean, I guess I could do it in a better way, but let me zoom in here. So now I'm going to take the pen tool on a new layer, and I'm going to go start here. Boom. Skip to this, like that. So I'm just basically tracing it like this. And I know this is going to be boring as fuck, but you'll just have to bear with me. But yeah, so so now I'm just going to trace it out, and then I'm just going to throw on, create a fill layer, which I only need to do one side, so that's good. This is the most tedious shit ever, though. And I could make like one and then just like drag it and make it like more smooth, but fuck it. Ooh, it's not perfect. Let's redo that last one. There we go, that's right down the middle. Now we connect it. And then, let's see. I think I forgot how to do this, but I think you go Control Enter, yep, and then you create. Let's see, how do you do this? Brandon, you know what you're doing here. Help me out. I think it was like paint bucket. Yeah, so that's one way you do it. Okay, so now I just need to select the right color, which I'm gonna go with the like a middle color here, so we'll go with like that color. That looks about right. Yeah, fill the area. So I can do it like this with the paint tool, right? Then what I need to do is I need to duplicate the layer, flip the image, so I have both. Well, I could wait and do that after, but let me at least do it this time so that I can make sure that it at least like looks right. See, it needs to be a little bit bigger, so that's fine. So now all I gotta do is just merge these and then just fill in between there. What happens if I do this? Ah! Actually, that didn't look bad. It kind of filled up the outside a little bit more too. Oh, didn't want to do that. Brush tool, that's way too big. That's good. And then we'll just boop, boop, boop. Why is it on? Give me hardness. What are you doing? There we go. Alright, so there's the basis of it. And now we're going to go... So now the next thing we do is let's create the darkness part of it. Darkness. Okay, so we'll start. Do I want it? See, I could. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna make it so that I can do a stroke around it to get this like black line. But then that's gonna mess me up on the sides. But I could just copy it. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna show up and do it. So I go here. Bleep bleep. Gleep glop and the flirpy derps. That's a good question, Ace. Honestly, when it comes to that, I think the longer the better, because I always feel like on private servers they move too quickly between their, you know, progression and whatnot. So I could see like, I don't know, I just don't want it to be like a month, you know, between like any of the phases. Like even like phase 1 to phase 2, I would like to see 2, possibly 3 months. Possibly 3. But if anything, phase 1 would definitely need to be the shortest of them all, in my opinion. Wait, I need to do this so that I can just place the face in there. So I actually need to cover all of this. So let's see, let's just do the line down the middle. And then we'll work on this outer border here. What about you, Ace? Like, how many months are you thinking? Because I'm thinking that, like, at most 3 for the first, and then after that, I mean, after that point, like, with raid content and whatnot, yeah, it's going to be easier for some people because they've just been through it so many times, but at the same time, you know, if you want your player base to grow, you need to give them time to do things. And not saying that content becomes irrelevant whenever new stuff comes out. We all know that it doesn't with vanilla. But, you know, like, I would like to see, you know, maybe 3 to 4 months per phase. But still, even like at that point, that only gives us a little over a year, like a year and a half maybe. So I'm not saying that like I want it to be, 4 years or whatever, but something that's like longer than 2 overall for the whole game. Because like 2 just definitely seemed like way too short for vanilla. But that's just my opinion. I mean, I could be completely wrong. No, let's do this here. Put that one there. And that one. Yeah, I completely agree. That's what I'm basically getting at here, is that like I don't think that there should be like a blanket statement for how long each phase goes. Can I go? Yes, I can. Cool. What the fuck? No. What are you doing? Oh, that was the wrong thing. No. Stop. That's good. I mean, but the thing is with me as well, like, I don't really care about PvE. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try my damnedest, and if I end up, like, getting to the point where, my guild needs me to raid, like, constantly or whatever, then sure, I'll do it. But, like, at the same time, I just don't care. Like, PvE does not prove anything to me. Like, it's cool, it's fun, it's a challenge to some degree, but it's just not like worth the investment as far as time goes, in my opinion, just because like you spend so long just killing pointless things. Like, you're killing a freaking digital dragon that has a set amount of abilities that he does at a set time based on certain things, whereas like in PvP it's got so many more layers to it, in my opinion. Like, you're always like, you always have to be like worried about like what somebody's doing. Like, everyone reacts differently. Like, encounters, yes, they do obviously have the same like similar aspects to them, but at the same time the encounters aren't like, they're different every time, just because everyone has a different like mindset with how they approach things. So yeah, I mean, is it going to be the exact same when I fight a frost mage every time? I mean, the basis of it, yeah, he's going to be fucking rooting me and trying to keep me away from him, and if he's a good mage, he'll do good at it. But at the same time, I mean, good luck. That's basically what I'm saying. It's all gonna be different. I'd go with 3 months in the early phases for sure, but if I was Blizzard, I would watch the population and release them during dips on pop. That's very true. That's a good way to look at it, Ace. A grind more than a challenge in vanilla. Agreed, Tom. Agreed. Like, yeah, I mean, most of it is definitely just grindy. I mean, specifically the PvP, like, you don't have to be good to get rank 14. You just have to fucking sit there and grind for hours upon days, upon weeks, upon months. But yeah, I mean, agreed wholeheartedly. Alright, let's get this color here. That one right there. Fill it. And deselect, edit, free transform, or transform, flip horizontal. Oops, gotta duplicate it first. Now we transform. Flip horizontal. That's about right. Yep. Alright, cool. Place it. Merge it. Love it. Yeah. This was actually something I was thinking about the other day, Ace. I understand why people do Q dodge. I mean, because they're trying to like spend as much time as they can, like, to do it as efficiently as possible and as guaranteed as possible. So I understand it. Do I agree with it? No. But the reason why is because I just have that fucking like shithead mentality of just like, no. I got a fucking email from work and I thought that it was the one saying that my request off for the night got approved, but no, it's an email for next week's schedule. Anyway, Oh god. They have got me working so much next week. What the fuck? Alright. Anyway. I have a different mentality when it comes to queuing. I don't want it to be easy. Like, I don't want it to be like, oh, well, I was able to, you know, get my rank 14, but I was afraid to fight this person. Fuck that. Like, I don't want to, like, if it's going to be, I'm going to have to wait and see how it is. Like, I'm not completely against queue dodging if it's, like, if it's just more beneficial, like, drastically more beneficial. But my mentality towards the whole thing is, like, I would rather just fight you and just try my damnedest. Like, I don't care who I'm going up against. Like, if it's another pre-made or whatever, I'd rather just test myself and see if I can do it or not. But that's me. Okay, so I think I'm going to erase some of this down here so that that hangs over a little bit for the border. Let's do that. I think it'd be a lot harder to make. There we go. Well, yeah, I mean, it can, like, make your queues take way longer and whatnot. And, I mean, if it happens enough, it could honestly, like, just fuck up your whole grind in general, but some things are just out of your control, and you just have to deal with it as best as you can. Alright, now we're going to do the face hole. One thing I do like about this is that it's very, like, it's cartoony. Like, I'm used to doing this way of tracing things or whatever with real people. And that's pretty difficult. Alright, this one actually should be pretty easy. First we're just going to do the face hole for the green. Alright, so now we're going to fill it with that. We're going to go with that middle shade of green there. Oh shit, I didn't put it on a new layer. Let's do a new layer. There we go. Yeah, it is, but I don't know, like the cartooniness of it's kind of doing it for me. Like I said, the one I was doing, or the ones I've done before, have been real people, and it's frustrating. All right, let's see. Yep, that's good right there. Merge these. Let's bring these back up. Put that one above it. Which looks like a freaking visor. I think I need to move it over just a tiny bit. Right? Is that right? Just need to stretch it a little bit. That's what it is. There we go. Alright, that's good there. Let's make those disappear again. Now we are going to do the darkness of the eyes. So, but the good thing is that it's symmetrical. This would take so much longer if I was having to deal with it being, like, you know, asymmetrical. So let's do just this little whole darkness area here. I'm going to start here and just go boop, 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 boop. Let's go back a little bit. No. I want to leave it like that, actually. I don't need to get that top line there. Okay, so now that. Fill it with black. And I'll show you why in a second. You should probably already know this, Brandon. You know what I'm doing. But we need to Control D that. Flip. Quiz will do once they released all the content and the population is declining. I've thought about this quite a bit, actually. There's two different things that they could do. So one option is that they just say fuck it and they just start bringing out Burning Crusade, and they do the kind of the exact same thing where they just went through and just kind of tried to make everything as close as possible. Or option 2, which I would like to see, is, well, there's a few different things here. So okay, one of the options is they could go back and start adding new things to vanilla, like even maybe add like Karazhan and stuff like that. Not saying that I'm hashtag changes. I'm definitely hashtag no changes, but it would be interesting to see how they did it. It would be kind of fun. Like, and if they did it towards the end, like after we've done everything that there is in vanilla, if they were starting out like fresh servers alongside it, because they could go like, we're going to bring out new content, but we're also going to bring a fresh start server right alongside of it, and then you can pick, like, do I stay on this server and try the, you know, new vanilla content, or do I just go start over? Or do I go to a Burning Crusade server if they do that as well? So that's one way they could do it. Another way is they could just be like, alright, you can either keep your characters on this server, or you can copy them to a Burning Crusade server, and then it's like just one copy or something, and you get to start at 60. So it's essentially like you're doing the same thing, but you're just able to keep your vanilla character on that vanilla realm and then have the Burning Crusade server and level up like that. Or, you know, that way like people wouldn't be like complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. What's up, Nigel? How you doing, dude? How you doing? Alright. These two merge. And then now opacity. See, that's what we do. No. So if I go like this. Yeah, looks about right. It's good enough for me. Come on, please give me that day off. Or that night off. Tonight. I don't want to work tonight. I wasn't supposed to work tonight. But when I was at work, you're like, hi, can you like come in on Saturday, dude? Or Friday, whatever day it is. I don't know anymore. Alright, so now I guess the next one I'm going to do is trace his... I'm going to like redo those lines a little bit better. Everybody throwing up their shifts. They don't want no part in this shit. Which one am I? Did I merge? Fuck. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, those don't need to be merged. I would love to see them revamp vanilla with better graphics and expand on Azeroth only. Not add new places. However, I think Blizz isn't going to invest more money into it after Nax. No, I agree. I mean, but who knows? Like, it could change. Like, what if they see all of a sudden that it is worth it? Like, what if they start to see that, like, okay, this is going to become our main game? Like, not that I think that they are willing to admit that Classic is better than anything that they currently have, but if the numbers don't lie and just more people end up playing Classic, then, you know, how is that going to be beneficial or not beneficial for them to, you know, do something else with their time and money and invest it in that? Because, like, man, I'm telling you, like, I go on, like, I follow World of Warcraft on Facebook or whatever, and every single time that they post something that's like new or different in BFA, dude, everyone is just ripping them a new asshole, and it's the funniest thing ever. Because, like, I mean, I kind of get it, but at the same time, like, we told you, like, we tried to tell you, hey, Classic needs to be a thing, and you need to stop with all the quality of life and ease of access shit that all these, like, little children need. Like, fuck that. So it's like I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Like, I love the company, I love the games. Like, they've done so much for, you know, my life or whatever as far as, like, gaming goes, and even, like I said in I think it was in Death Talk's stream when I was with him, but, you know, like, Classic WoW has, like, molded me to be kind of who I am today, like, or just World of Warcraft in general, I mean, because it just does so much as far as, like, teaching you, like, certain social skills and whatnot, like, hold on, this is something I gotta handle. Sorry. Like, of course, when I start streaming, the work-related stuff comes flying through. Let me just read this. I'll catch up real quick. If they see Classic as the type of game people want, they probably won't just change their current game to be closer to Classic. Yeah, they might do that instead of making content for a 14-year-old game. Sadly, I doubt they will ever remove all forms of cross-realm from current game. Yeah, which is unfortunate. Cross-realm's freaking trash. I think they'll try to fix retail. If Classic is huge, they'll try to make retail resemble more like Classic instead of releasing DC servers. See, I don't know, man. I think if there's like, you know, like everybody kind of harps on here is that we are the defining factor here. Like, we are reaching out, we're making so much content saying like, this is what we want. Please give us what we want, and they continuously like seem to kind of do it. So I think if we make a big ruckus about it, then it's eventually gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. People, I don't know why they want to schedule me doubles. Like, I can't be doing doubles. I work out for like 2 hours a day, like every day, and for some reason they think that I've got enough time to work out for 2 hours and work 14 hours in the same day. It makes no damn sense to me, but it's whatever. It's K. It's K. Alright, where am I at here? If Classic does well, I really hope they do the original trilogy. I'd like, yes. And yes, Aaron, they could definitely do both, I think. I mean, also, like, we haven't seen the kind of, like, you know, there's no way for us to actually, like, accurately predict the kind of turnaround that this is going to do for their company. A lot of people will sit here and try to say that, like, you know, oh, well, Classic's not going to do that great. It's an old game. Like, why would people care? Like, it doesn't matter how old it is. Like, it's obviously stood the test of time. For anyone to say, to, like, kind of shrug Classic off as something that's, like, you know, not going to do well, so to speak, I just think it's naive. Like, the game has done so much already, like, in the private community, that I have so many friends that will not play private servers. They refuse to play private servers, but are dead set on playing the shit out of Classic when it comes out as an official release. And if my friends are like that, like, let's put it this way, let's put it in perspective. I've got about 8 friends that are like this, and this is just one demographic, so it could be lower, it could be higher. But I've got about 8 friends that are like that, possibly even more. I think actually close to like 12 that are just like, yeah, I'm not going to play on a private server, but I will play on an official server. So let's take that and, like, what's the highest cap that we've seen as far as, like, active accounts on, like, other private servers or whatever? Like, I think it's like, I know that there was constantly for a while like 10,000 concurrent players at one time. I think the server's capped at like 14,000 whenever they started, or 12,000 or something. So let's say that, like, that generously speaking, there's 30,000 on just that one server, and there's how many other Classic servers out there? Times that by 12, and that's somewhat of an accurate representation of what it would, of the amount of people that will be on official Classic servers. Which I realize isn't a huge amount, but that's just based on the people who, like, know and are into it right now. I've met some people who were like diehard World of Warcraft fans the other day, and they were like, hold on, what is it? I don't want to work that. You just nice if I just sent you for Saturday, and if you don't want it, yes. Okay. But yeah, like, I met people the other day who haven't touched World of Warcraft in a long ass time, but they love the game, and I told them, like, yeah, Classic's coming out, and they're like, what? World of Warcraft Classic is coming? They had no idea. This shit's been announced for like 2 fucking years, and people still have no idea that it's even happening. Like, fucking fans of the game. So there's a ton of people out there who would play it that just don't know that it's happening. Which is kind of funny to me. Available shifts inbox. No, is that what I do? Where's the thump thump? How do I deny it? I hate this fucking app that we use. It is the worst thing ever. That's a classic only crowd. Then you could split it into expat crowds, BC, and WoW. It might increase those numbers a fair amount. And if Blizz was really smart, they'll work on a legit Warhammer 40k MMORPG. Yeah, I mean, that would be a thing. But yeah, no, I agree with that, Aaron, because they have, like, it's the same amount of people that play on, like, BC servers and WoW servers, and that's, like, all that they do. Because I've been on none of them. I've been on none of them. I've seen that there's a lot of people on those servers. And, yeah, I mean, like, it's a whole nother demographic. I don't know how to do this thing. This is the stupidest shit ever. It doesn't make any sense. Why? Oh, available shifts, that's where I gotta go. How do I deny it? I can't. I don't care. I'll deal with it when I go to work later. That's very true, Aaron. Okay. Stop that one, stop that one, stop that one, stop that one, stop that one. Nope, not that one, that one. Let's do some let's get a little white in his eyes. This one's gonna be easy. Paint, 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 paint. New layer. Alrighty. Edit and transform. Flip. There we go. Alright, so those are good. Let's merge those. Now we gotta do the red of the eyes. Oh, see the red in his eyes, boy. Actually, I'm gonna do them blue because my eyes are blue. Because I'm freaking lame like that. Dude. I am so sorry. You pulled the trigger to my heart. Love gun. And what do I do now? I need a new layer. That's the first thing. Let's get some nice blue here. My eyes are about like that ish. So we'll throw that in there. And then we will transform. Probably unnoticeable, but fuck it. Alright, I think that's good. Are any of the warrior quests worth doing while leveling XP per hour wise? Well, you obviously need to do your defensive stance quest and your berserker stance quest. If you're like just going for like I said in my warrior guide, if you're like just going for speed, and I've gotten so much flack from this for like people that want to like talk shit to me in the comments. It's so funny, but you know, like not getting whirlwind is gonna save you time in my opinion. It's gonna, like, if you get whirlwind, it's gonna make life a hell of a lot easier, but it's not going to be as beneficial as far as time goes. So I don't think that whirlwind axe is necessary. It is like, but it's good. I mean, it's like a rite of passage for warriors. So by all means, do it. But like, it's just not necessary. But yeah, I mean, don't do the ones that are like, there's like one that's like for a fire hallbrick or something. I did it one time and it was like the most painstaking, stupidest fucking thing I've ever done. Like it took so long and it was just not worth it. Like it seems like it's cool. It's like, yeah, this thing's you, you get 30 rage. It has a use effect. I'm like, this is cool. It's an hour fucking cooldown. 30 rage for an hour goddamn cooldown. And other than that, like, it's not much better than any other male piece you can get around that level. So IMO, don't do that one for the Raging Fire Hallbrick or Fire Hallbrick, whatever the fuck it's called, I can't remember. Whirlwind is for those who level their warriors after an initial leveler. See, I always do Whirlwind on like my first warrior that I level on a server, and I've got plenty of money to buy the other stuff I need, but I just gotta like get people in my guild or, you know, someone who's higher level to help me out with it. And yeah, I mean, it works, but yeah, no, you're exactly right. Like, it's much easier whenever you have like someone else like funnel gold to, and like have someone come help you and stuff like that. I level at speed, I'd like to. If I level at speed, I'd like to. I doubt I'd be able to get the Whirlwind Axe done. Oh, scam likely. I should answer this. You ready for this?
This is an important message from the Department of Social Security Administration, the
Fuck
SSA.
you. Would you say around the early 20s is when you should start changing your spirit gear for agility, since you're starting to get talents that synergize with crit? If you want more damage, yes. But as far as overall effectiveness goes, I don't think that it's ever beneficial to not stack spirit when you're leveling, because the more spirit you have, the more it helps, and the higher level you get, the slower your base regen gets. So it becomes more beneficial as time goes on. But yeah, I mean, like, you can do it two ways. Like, you can, if you are doing it the way where you know, have the spirit gear or whatever, like, and you got it separate and you're using like wardrobe or whatever the heck it is, then yeah, you're good. Like, just go with your keeping it in your bags or whatever, keeping it separate, and it'll be just fine to just switch into whenever. But like with me, I just keep it on the whole time, because it's just, it doesn't really reduce your damage that much. But again, like, you got like, the best way is to look for certain certain pieces that are like male with spirit. Like, if you could find a male piece of gear that has spirit and agility on it, then that's the dream. Because like, and people will still, like, I've caught some flack in some of the comments. People were like, you know, oh, what the fuck, like, why would you not stack strength on a warrior? This is dumb, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, dude, go like actually do your research and figure out the math before you come tell me that strength is going to be more beneficial. Because like, your strength, you have to have so much for it to have an impact on your damage, a noticeable impact. In combat 2, no, spirit regen does not work in combat, Tom, because otherwise won't fights start getting too hard if you have no damage. There's no way to I'm running 2 sets, lose too much bag space. But specific pieces. Would you take spirit cloth over mail agi? No. See, that's kind of where I draw the line, is cloth. You don't, like, yeah, cloth is gonna, that's one of those I would like throw on in between fights. But it depends, because like, if I've got like, if it's like cloth bracers that have like a fuck ton of spirit on them, I'm gonna go with the cloth bracers just because it's just one piece. But you got to kind of like weigh it out with, you know, a bunch of different things. Like, do I want the cloth, or do I want, you know, do I want a little bit more armor, or do I want a little bit more regen? And, you know, like, if you've got a bunch of mail on already, like, one piece of cloth isn't really going to hurt you, and it's just going to increase or reduce your downtime. So, in my opinion, you should be fine just stacking one piece of cloth or something, or maybe even 2. It's definitely not going to be bad. Just stop using cloth spirit. I don't think there's a specific level. Just like I said, it's just going to be more based on if you've got a bunch of mail pieces, or or how many cloth pieces you already currently are using, because like, you don't want to have a shit ton, but it's not going to be terrible to have like 1 or 2. I mean, overall, a lot of them, like, the biggest important thing is survivability. If you're together, I want to do... What if I were to stroke everything? Let's try to see what this looks like if I put a stroke around it. Just so it's like a little... Make it smaller though. So pixels, we'll go with 2. 3. See what that looks like. I can do this for everything. Copy layer style. We'll go through, I'll just do them all. I know I gotta take some of them off, but paste layer style. Now let's go for the eyes and take those off. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Okay, so what am I... Definitely don't need it around the eyes there. Why does it look so dark though? How did that darken his eyes? That makes no sense. I'm confused. Said 3 was looking alright. Let me go back here. I'm gonna actually do them one by one since it doesn't, like, because the eyes got like super dark all of a sudden and I just removed the stroke from all of them. So let me find out which ones are the eyes. That one's part of the eyes, that one's part of the eyes. I think all of these are part of the eyes, so I don't need to put anything there. I don't need to put one on that either. Okay. Paste layer style. See, that looks better. But then, no, I do need to put one here. Yeah. Oh, it's right, right? How did the other ones fuck up? Like, what? Whatever. Alright, so... That guy's... We can add some shading, though. What are you thinking for shading? I think that we should go with, like... these little marks in here. Let's do that. So, get a new layer. And let's do like start it up here. Alright, let's see what this looks like. And then we will fill it. Fill it with fire. Turn all these back on. How do you feel about druids as far as being part of a raid comp? I mean, it's got to be your like mentality towards being the druid in the raid composition. Like, you gotta like know that you're mostly there to innervate. And that's well, mostly there to be a support. Like, it's fine, you can have druids in there, but they're just not going to be like, you know, as beneficial in other, like, in whatever role they are specifically trying to fill. So like, if they're, why is it, hold on a second, this is about to piss me off. Never mind, I'm an idiot. I thought that this was like hanging over, but it's not. I'll shut up. But I need to adjust all the way up to that corner there. So we need to do a new layer. Or I can do it on this layer. No, that's going to fuck it up. merge these two. And selected. We're gonna. Oop, we need to duplicate. I always forget to duplicate before I go to transform. Transform. Flip horizontal. Hey, just fit right, please. Why is it not meshing up right? Sorry, let me read this. So if you were to heal, which horde would you choose? I kind of like Groot, but Shaman, man. Shaman's the way to go for horde. Like, hands down. They're just so powerful. I do not think you can go wrong playing Shaman on horde. You know, see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Like how this doesn't match up in this bottom little corner here? Like right down in here it doesn't match up. Like that's where it should be, I think. But then it's like not. But I know that like everything's symmetrical, so how's it not meshing up right? That's where it should be. Okay. I'm just gonna paint on the layer. Easier that way. Actually, I think that's, there we go. That should be right. Okay. Yep. And then let's turn that opacity down so we got a little bit of shadow. I don't know how I feel about the shadow. I feel like it kind of looks out of place. What do you think? You tell me. I need some assistance. Nobody wants this fucking shift tonight. Who, like, there's gotta be somebody who's working a Friday night that doesn't work, that wants to work. Not working a Friday night that wants to work. I'm gonna go with the yellow, the white here. Bump, bump, bump down. On a new layer, baby. Control D. Control V. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it real hard. Flip it. Flip it. There we go. Let's throw this back on. Turn the opacity down just a nip. That's good. I think this is looking okay. Maybe I should have made these like lines a little sharper. I can go in here and do it. On this one, I think it is. Nope, it's this one. How is it? What? Oh, I'm in the wrong layer. I'm an idiot. There we go. I think that looks a little bit better, so now I just need to cut out the other side and then flip it again. right? Yes. Cool. So, what side are y'all playing on? Let me, I want to get a little demograph here. Who's playing Horde? Who's playing Alliance? I would like to know. Because I am Horde all day, baby. Like, Alliance will always hold a special place in my heart. Because it was where I originally played when I was a child. But I am no longer a child. Not saying that everyone who plays Alliance is a child. Just saying that the luster of it for me came from me being young. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. What do y'all think? Maybe the horns need a little bit of shadow. I think the horns need a tiny bit. Yeah, I feel you on that, Tom. I was kind of doing the same thing for a while, and eventually I was just like, like I can't, like I had to like just remap my whole leveling strategy. I don't need to see that. I can just do it on top of here. It's fine. Just gonna go like this. And then we're gonna go in here. I'll probably go for it on an alt. So I started with them, haven't played them since Kata. Yeah. See, I was in there with like I've played every faction during every part of every expansion. Like I've always had just multiples that I've played on or whatever. And damn it, I just did that on the same layer as the other ones. Okay, it's fine. We can fix this. Oh wait, no, it was on just that layer. Okay, so then let me put that like that, and then what I'll do... Okay, actually that's perfect. So now I can just duplicate that, and then erase it from this layer. Okay, let me get those other two meshed together first. Those are locked where they need to be. Alright, so now I'll double this one. Fucking up here. There we go. Hey, thanks Rasmus. Yeah, I'm gonna keep bringing more and more out, so just, you know, stay tuned. I just started like a week ago, so it's a slow process, but it's I'm not like disliking it. I actually am really enjoying it, so I foresee that I'm going to bring out more and more as time goes on. Alright, whatever, I fucked up on those. God damn it. Hold on, let me do this. There we go. Now I can turn the opacity down to where I want it to be. What the fuck? Hold on. Here we go. Okay. I mean, I didn't really want it that much darker anyway, but there's that. And now I guess I'll do like one little white highlight in there. So I guess the white highlight's gonna kind of look something like this. Enter. Bring it down a little bit. Don't want it sitting on top of that. Let's put it like right there. Come on, fucker. Go to where I want you to. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now those can be locked together, and we can turn the opacity down a little bit. There we go. I think these need to be turned down a little bit more, though. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Yay, helmet. Did you not want to add more specific early weapons to your weapon progression on your warrior guide, or not know about them / forgot? I'm glad you didn't, unless people know and take them when it comes out. See, on my guides that I'm doing, like, I just include weapons that are guaranteed, not ones that come from dungeons. I don't think that, like, yes, weapons obviously play a huge role and they do tons of damage, like they're what dictates the most of your damage, but wasting time, like, you gotta kind of balance it, like, how much time am I gonna spend trying to get this weapon versus how much time is having that slight increase in damage going to shave off of my leveling. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you're just like doing, if you, like, say you want to get Smite's Hammer or something on Alliance, and you go do Dead Mines, and it takes you like 6 runs to get it, it doesn't benefit you at that point. But you're talking about vendor ones, so yeah, no, I included the best vendor ones like early on, not like the greens or anything like that, just the like white ones you can find, like the best ones that hold you over until you get something better. But yeah, I mean, I looked through every single one that was like possible to get aside from like some of the vendor greens, and I think that the ones that I picked were the best ones for it. But I could be wrong. It's all objective. Alright, so all that part is done. So now, right, yeah. Does that look good or not? I can't tell. Maybe, am I thinking too much about it? I feel like I could be thinking too much about it. What does this part look like? Yeah, no, you're right, you're right. Where is... That could be it, because this is, like, not as dark as it should be. That's what it is. I just need to change that to be darker. So let's do this real quick. Sample that. Yeah, I think that's actually exactly what was throwing me off. Let's see how this looks. And then what is that? Much better. But maybe slightly too dark, though. Let's go with a little bit lighter. Take it from here. There we go. And throw that on. I think that's better. Much better, in my opinion. What do y'all think? Yeah, there's also like, and see, like, this, the guides like that I'm making, they're not like the definitive thing. It's just like, it's just stuff for you to think about, like just other ways for you to look at it, suggestions and whatnot. Like, thanks, Aaron. But like a lot of people sit there and they're like one dude commented earlier, I just immediately deleted it because it wasn't constructive. He's like, this is lazy, just rechewed stuff from an old forum post, and it's just like, dude, you're not getting the concept here. Like, I'm not walking you through it step by step. I'm just giving you stuff to look out for. But, you know, everybody wants to talk shit. That's how the internet is nowadays. Why? my god, what did I just do? How do I fix this? Fixed it. Alright, so now I need to make all this a smart object. But we'll get rid of that. Now that I know what smart objects are. Hello. Alright. Convert to smart object. There we go. Now I can just turn that off and I can focus on the rest of the thing. Alright, so what are we going to start with? I think we should start with the base of it, which is going to be that like deep ass purple. So we'll start there and we'll just cover everything. This is gonna be rough. It's gonna take for fucking ever. But let's start down here, I guess. Hey Blaine, what's up? And thanks, Blaine. Thank you for the that sub you gifted me the other day. I haven't ever subbed to anybody, so I got that star next to my name in Cargos' chat, and I was like, how do I get this? What is this? Why do I have this? I was so confused. Let's just do the chest first. Then we'll do the shoulders. Everything after. Right? Sound good? I think that sounds right. No, don't do it like that. We gotta get some curvature in there. I don't think that we should do the gloves at the same time either. So I'm just going to go in here as if the gloves aren't there. I don't want it to be too blocky. It's going good, Blaine. What are you up to today, my dude? I'm really hoping that someone picks up my shift here in the next, like, next hour, but I don't think it's going to happen. Nobody wants to work Friday nights. Let's do a little ladderino right there. Boink. Boink. There we go. Alright. Let's, not control D. There we go. Now we gotta fill it, but we need a new layer. We can take these and move them down to the bottom. Just keep them out of the way. And I will mark these as blue. That way I know not to fuck with them. Now we gotta fill it, but we're gonna fill it with this. We gotta pick like the medium color, which I think is gonna be somewhere in this area here. And we'll fill it with that color. Oh, it's good. Alright, now we close that out. And the next thing we should focus on is the plate. Where are we gonna do the plate next? Let's go ahead and duplicate it and flip it. Tony, if you're still watching my stream, I don't know if you are or not, what are we doing for Sunday's food? Because I'm cheating again, and I need something good. So, LMK. Let me know. Alright. Working while I'm half-assed listening to a client call, the usual. I feel you, dude. I work at GNC, and I spend a lot of my time just watching streams while I'm sitting there because they ain't shit to do. Alright. So let's just do the white for these plates here. Probably gonna create, no, I don't want to create separation that's not there, so, but I do want there to be a difference here. Oh, I'm gonna do a outline, that's right. This is all gonna get stroked. So let's go ahead and paste that, see what that looks like. Okay, cool. Alright, so basically, because I want to stroke everything, I need to just do each plate individual and just make sure that they're stacked correctly. So let's start with the ones that are on top and work our way back. So we're going to start here. There. We need to see, this is where I've got like freehand shit. That's good like that. And then see if we can get this curve right here. Yep, looks good. And then I don't know if that one's good. We gotta go to this point first. There we go. By the way, I saw Shazam. Oh, what kind of stream schedule am I looking at for Classic? Blaine asked in Twitch chat. By the way, if you guys haven't followed me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Atticus, hit it up, por favor. Stream schedule for Classic is going to be, okay, in the first week. See, I want to be in the first week, but I don't want to get freaking gangbanged all the time. But I think I'm just going to go, just risk it for the biscuit. But I plan on streaming, like, non-stop throughout Classic. So, during the first week or two, my plan, this is the plan, this does not mean it's actually going to happen exactly as I want it to, but the plan is to stream 16, sleep 8. Stream 16, sleep 8, stream 16, sleep 8. And literally just do that. Like, I'm literally shutting down, like, gym, everything, just going mad hard on Classic. So I will be streaming the entire time that I'm on. So for the first week, we're looking at, like, every single day, all day. But then after, my stream schedule will probably be, like, I mean, I'll probably just be streaming any time that I get on. So, and I'm telling you, like, when I play World of Warcraft, that shit, it consumes me. Not in a bad way, but, like, I will do nothing but play World of Warcraft. So if you're on and looking around, unless it's, like, in the middle of the night, I'm probably going to be there. So let's go with this color for this part. And I need a new layer. There we go. No. B. There we go. Piece layer style. There we go. See what that looks like. There we go. Starting to look a little bit like Batman over here. Is anybody in here planning on streaming at all whenever Classic comes out? I'm trying to, like, team up and be on the same server as people. Like, I got my group of friends I'm going to play with and everything, but that don't mean it's got to be limited to that. Like, I plan on going on the same server that Cargos and Death Camp and Melderon go on, just because there's no, like, downside to not being on the same server as everybody, in my opinion. Oh no, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna play at night, Tom. I'm just saying, like, you know, during the beginning, I'm gonna be like, or like I'm saying, like, towards the end, I won't be on at night because that's just when I would be, like, sleeping in a normal schedule, like normal times. But during the beginning, I I think I plan on playing 24 hours straight on the first day. I think that's the best way to go. Rasmus from YouTube here. You gonna do a video with Meldron again? I hope so, man. I like talking with Meldron at Def Camp. I actually got on Cargos' stream last night with him for a minute. I was in Discord. We were talking about some Warrior stuff. He's a really nice guy. I hadn't really got to talk to him yet. I just watched his streams. But I definitely plan on all the things. It's just, when are they gonna have me? Like, I can't just sit there and just be like, hey guys, hey, put me on here. But if y'all, you know, ask them for it or tell them like, hey, we want to see Atticus on here again, I'm sure that that will help the cause. So by all means, get him. Get him. Pretty sure that Cargos is streaming right now. Yeah, I completely agree, Blaine. That's one of the things I've been harping about with people is just how much Classic is like just creating a good community again. Like, it's so different from how other games are today with like, other games are just so trash in the sense of like everyone's just so toxic all the goddamn time. And, like, people don't care about whether they're doing good or not. They're just like, oh, well, I'm not trying. Like, why? Why would you not try? Please explain to me the logic behind playing a game not to win or to, you know, you're essentially just wasting your time at that point. And I get it. Children, they don't really care about anything. But still, like, it's like when people do bad on like a, you know, competitive or like PvP games nowadays, they're just like, well, I'm not trying, so like I don't care. But really they were trying, they were just trash. So that's like not an excuse in Classic. Like, if you die in Classic, you were trying, because there was no reason for you to be out doing what you were doing unless you were actually attempting to do good. But yeah, definitely as much as possible in the first 24 hours. Yeah, that's my whole thing, Tom, is I'm trying to get ahead of the pack and stay ahead of the pack. So I mean, I definitely plan on trying to get as far ahead as I can. And see, like, I'm not saying that it's like possible or that I'm like going to do it, but like, I think it would be super cool if I could get to the point where I'm like, you know, contending for like world first 60 or something as a warrior. I think it would be super cool. Like, I'll definitely give it my all and try, but not saying that it's going to happen. Why is that one? Hold on. Okay, it overlaps a little bit, so. That's it right there, actually. Alright. Merge, layer style. There we go. It's starting to come together. What's the next piece that we're going to make? Next piece. Is that like... Okay, so that's above those, but beneath this middle piece here. So that's like a whole... Alright, I'm going to do that piece now. Go right there. There. And then a little bit of action right there. And then boom. Alright. Now we fill it with which color? Honestly, I think the same ones as we've been using. Maybe. It needs to be a little bit lighter, I think, so we'll go with this one. So it's definitely a different color. But we need a new layer. Fill. Duplicate. edit, flip, and then move it. Move it or lose it, sister. Hey, look, if anybody's gonna be fucking my sister, it's gonna be me. Wait, what? What's your opinion on RPPP servers and how Blizzard said they wouldn't be any? Well, I guess like my thing about RPPP servers is the fact that I've never played on them. Like, I understand that there's like a certain element that it brings to the community as a whole, and not just on your server or whatever, but like to everyone. But meh, I don't think they're necessary. I think that it'll help to have them. I think the option should be there, but whether they're there or not, it's not really gonna bother me. I just don't care enough to. Like, all I really care about is just fucking everybody up on the opposing faction. Let's see. Love the community that you guys are building. Unfortunately, I'm EU, so I can't play with you. Oh, no bueno, Rail. No way in hell I'll be able to play like I did back then, but I'll play as much as I can. Sucks getting old. Yeah, I agree. And see, that's something I want to do. Is I want to get to the point where I can like sustain my life by just streaming and making YouTube videos, so that I can actually just play WoW like constantly. Like literally, after I get to the point where I've leveled up and have a decent following and I'm actually like making some kind of money from it. That would be great, because then I could just wake up, go to the gym, come home, and just freaking PvP all day, every day. I think that's the goal in life. Super big fucking goals, dude. Let's see. So this is like some kind of little adornment here. Let's do zoom in on this. I don't know what to do with this thing. Let's go with here like this, right? Oh, come on. Go where I fucking want you to. Thank you. Alright, and then we gotta put this one here. And then this one as well. Oi! Hey! Raylo! Thank you for the subscription, my dude. Holy crap. You're huge in the beginning, so maybe you will establish a base of viewers who knows where it goes from there. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's the goal there, but Raylo, thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing. You are the freaking man. I don't know what to say, because no one ever subscribes to me. How to do? Hey, I'm glad to hear it, Raylo. There's actually, I don't know if it tells you, like, what emotes you can use, but it's like Rekno what? Because my name used to be Reknor on here, so it's like REKKNOWUT, or maybe it's only one K in there. Try both those out, but that's like the emote you can use or something. Hey, Blaine, thank you for the subscription, my dude. You are the jam, both of y'all. Yeah! Got that emote. Got that emote. Alright, let's do... Y'all are freaking awesome. I don't even know. What did I do to deserve this? There we go. Let's get there, and then I need to flip it. Let's do this. Edit. Flip. Flip. There we go. Now, boom, and that layer style. Alright, so I think that's about where I need to be with that, actually. Or should that be a different color? What do you think? Should this little adornment in here be a different color? Because I think it is different in the... It's like a little more gold. Let's do that. Let's make it a little bit more gold. Let's go with, let's see if I can get that color there. And now, throw it in there. Oh, wrong layer. Why is that? No. What? That's not cool. Might end up watching streamers more than I play anyway. My gaming habits have changed a lot over the years. Yeah, I feel you on that, Blaine. It happens, dude. Like, as you get older, like, stuff just changes. Like, you can't play like you used to. Which is, like, why, I mean, it's where I'm at right now. That's why, like, it takes me so long to get videos out, because I work 3 freaking jobs, and I'm just trying to, like, make it work. There we go. Alright, I think that looks better. I might not need the stroke on there for that. Oh, yes I do. Never mind. Yeah, make it look cartoony anyway. That's fine. Give me like 2 seconds. When I think Classic will come out. Honestly, I think the speculation of July 16th isn't far off. I think that gives us enough time to have a Classic summer like they said they were going to give us. But at the same time, it's giving them enough time to get everything ready. I don't think that there's going to be a beta. I don't think that a beta would actually be beneficial to where we're at right now with it. But I could be wrong. Rose gold, bronze. I think it's yeah, I think that's pretty close to like just a rose-ish color. I think it looks good. But give me 1 second. It's 3 o'clock, which means it's time for me to eat my second meal. So I'll be back. 1 second. It takes me like 2 seconds to heat it up. have returned. I gotta eat for a second, so this would be the perfect time to ask me a bunch of questions. But first, don't judge me, because I'm having another Coke Zero. And I still have to drink the rest of this today, but... Got me some asparagus, some rice, and some chicken. And everyone I work with gives me shit for putting ketchup on my chicken. I think it's the dumbest thing ever. Ketchup goes on chicken. Ketchup is good on chicken. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. So who's taking a week off? At least a week off when Classic drops. Have I got any poop sockers in here? Hashtag poop sock piss pan gang. Oh, are you Rail? Is it Rally or Rail? I don't want to be pronouncing it wrong. Which poop sock thing, Blaine? Rally? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rally. I think that's right. But yeah, what poop sock thing you talking about? Starting work every summer. What are you gonna be starting, Rally? Is it gonna be like? Well, first, what did you go to school for, if you don't mind me asking? I'm being dead serious, Blaine. I'm going so damn hard when this game comes out. I'm saving up my money now so that I can go full retard when it comes out. You never go full retard. Unless it's Classic. Then you always go full retard. I agree, Blaine. Let's see what this looks like above it all right now. Oh, that looks good. We getting there, boys. Back down. Oh, okay, that's cool, Rally. Substitute teachers are the real jam, the backbone of this country. You know, at the end of my intros for my videos, there's the fire that rises up and it says Atticus. This thing is gonna be, I'm gonna have like Atticus written out with like some nice like blocky letters or whatever, and then this dude's gonna be standing behind the letters flexing. And then it's just going to be like, it's going to fade in from black with all that fire coming up under it and everything. Just because like my intro is not classic WoW oriented at all. And I mean, I'm only been doing this for like a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe at this point. And it's time to just fully commit and like just gear my channel towards that and nothing else. Because I was doing the whole fitness thing as well. But that just ain't taking off. I don't have enough physique of I don't have a good enough looking physique or like a WoW enough physique to really like capture people and like bring them in, you know what I'm saying? So at this point it's just let me see what this looks like because I think I messed up in one of these things. That's gonna be close enough. I don't think I need it. I was thinking about this like area right here where the back side of the armor bends into the front side. Gonna get covered up by the helmet anyway, so we're good. But yeah, like I don't have a WoW enough physique to make it in the fitness industry. I love working out. I love being in shape. I love having that like grind to focus on. But I have much more knowledge and like much more potential in something like this, in a video game environment. So, I don't know actually. I think my fitness and video game knowledge, fitness and World of Warcraft knowledge is pretty damn similar. As far as how much I have. I'm also currently working on getting recertified as a personal trainer, which I'm going to do absolutely nothing with. I'm not going to do, like, I'm not going to have, like, any clients. I don't even care. I'm just, like, doing it to do it at this point. Which do you rally? Personal trainers or video gamers? Or substitute teachers? Substitute teachers, that's what you're talking about. A WoW warrior training program. Peace, Miles. You talking about like a fitness program for like in the real world fitness program, or like to be a better warrior in World of Warcraft? Oh, IRL. I was about to say, you were like, yes. I was like, that was a multiple choice question, damn it. Well, one of the things I plan on doing is making little short videos. And like, just have like, I just like rack some weight or something. Like, I just finish a set, rack some weight, and someone's like filming me, and I turn around, and I'm like, okay, so this is what's going to happen when a rogue jumps out on you. First, he's probably going to open up with a cheap shot, but if you knew he was around, you should have had your sword and board on at that point. It's okay if you didn't, though. You should be able to survive. You're still wearing plate. And what you're going to do is throw up a piercing howl as soon as you come out of that stun. Then you're going to try to land your rend on him so he can't re-stealth and get the jump on you again. And then just, like, explain how to do, like, 1v1 situations, but, like, in the gym. Just be, like, some off-the-wall shit. And people just be like, what the fuck is this kid doing? Yo, Blaine. That's a good idea, Blaine. I love you for that. While doing curls or deadlifts. Yeah, just literally, like, just hammering out curls. This is what you want to do. Alright, so real talk. I do screen printing as well for, like, t-shirts and stuff. What if I turned, like, a similar image, like, of this guy, like, maybe just, like, a silhouette of this thing that I'm making right now, with it saying, like, it said, like, you know, Atticus's, Orgrimmar lifting team or something. Would you guys buy shirts like that? That would be fucking cool in my opinion. I gotta, like, figure out what would look the best, but I think that would be the jam. I don't know if you guys played during Legion, but depends on if it's real P-Smiles. He's saying, like, if we're actually part of the lifting team. I'll make it real. Everybody's got to do their weekly check-ins with new PRs. That's how you do it, right? Make sure everybody stays accountable and shit. That's right. Let's see. Alright, next piece we're going to do on here. I got about 45 minutes before I got to jump off here and get ready for work, because I guess no one's taking my shift. Fucking bad hose. Yeah, no, for real. Nothing too serious. I'm not forcing people to do shit, obviously. Okay, so next piece. We should do this part up under here. So we'll start here. I'm going to continue it a little bit further because it needs to tuck up under it. His goddamn butthole! Where does this one end, though? It's gonna end, like, somewhere in this area, I guess, so let's just do this. There we go. And then we'll just... because that's gonna be tucked behind stuff anyway. And then we need to grab that. And we need a new layer. What? 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 Hold up. What did I just... did I not put a new layer? New layer. There we go. Oh, it's behind everything. I'm an idiot. Don't judge me. Workout of the day is kill a night off and do 50 push-ups and 50 squats. Hell yeah, dude. Riley, I wait tables at a fine dining restaurant, and I work at GNC. And I'm not really a fan of either jobs, but it's life. What are you gonna do? I've been in food and beverage forever, like, since I was 14 years old. I'm so over it. I'm 28, by the way, in case y'all were wondering. These two pieces put together, do the layer, style, and it stays under just like that, but it's also got to be... oh, no, it needs to stay under that one. That's the purple one. No, wait, it's got to be on top of that one. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, so that's right, and it's got to be under that one. Yeah! That's right, right? Yeah, because it tucks out right there. Cool. I got them in the right position so far. Alright, so now we're going to do the plates under there. What's up, Alex? Yeah, dude. Old as fuck, brother. Alex, you rolling Horde with us when Classic comes out? It's going to be like me and Tony and all them. And we need people. I don't know what you plan on playing, but we need the peeps. I honestly think we might end up on one of the most populated servers in the game if we're going on the same server as like Def and Mel and Cargos and all that. Like it's gonna be I dare say that those servers are gonna be the best PvP servers. Yeah, I feel you, Alex. It is a big time commitment for sure. And by the way, guys in Twitch chat, Game Buds is my friend Alex that I met playing World of Warcraft. I think I was 16 at the time. It was during Burning Crusade. But we've been friends for 12 freaking years now. It's crazy. Let me tell you the story of how I met Alex. It's the weirdest, like... and then I met, like, someone else through him named Frankie, who's a really good friend of mine. We've all stayed in touch over the years and whatnot, but I wouldn't even, like, know that these two dudes existed had I not done this one simple trick. No, so, like, I had just re-rolled Horde with my friends Tony and the ones I've been talking about, and I was, like, you know, just leveling by myself because they were all already max level. I was Alliance beforehand, and they were already max level, and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna, like, just do my own thing until I'm at their level because I don't want to, like, just be, like, begging them for help all the time. So I got to the point where I was like, you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna join a leveling guild, and I never joined leveling guilds because they're always full of idiots. So I'm in Ashenvale, which is also, like, a weird place for me to be questing at the time where I was as well. And I'm just, like, walking through, just like, you know what, I'm just gonna see if there's a leveling guild. I type in chat, you know, looking for leveling guild. A dude named Big Black messages me, and I'm like, all right, I'll join him, whatever. Joined up with him, immediately, like, jumped in their Ventrilo, because that was a thing at the time, and, you know, started hanging out with them, talking to them for a while, and then at one point, they tell me, oh yeah, we've got this friend who's coming back to play, he's a really good healer, and his name is he ended up naming his character Bubblicious. And I was like, all right, yeah, he's a cool dude. We talked, we hung out for a while, and he was like, you know, hey, I need you to hurry up and hit 70 because I want you to do arena with me. Because he bought a paladin. That was his claim to fame, I guess. He didn't feel like leveling, which I understand, whatever, no hate. But yeah, so he buys the paladin. I get to 70 or whatever, and we're like leveling together. But then while he was like waiting on me to get to 70, he was doing twos with a guy named Boogles. Boogles had a friend in real life named Industrial, which was Alex. So me and Alex ended up in Ventrilo hanging out together all the time, just shooting the shit for virtually just nothing. Like, I think we legitimately bonded over talking like old grannies that had like smoker's lungs. So we would just, oh my god, Georgie, what the fuck are you doing? We talked like back and forth like that, just stupid ass shit for fucking hours. And that's how we became friends. And then this was before the battle.net integration shit. So if you like dipped out of a server, then that was it. Like that was you didn't have those friends on your friends list anymore. You had to like go back and find them or whatever. So over time I quit playing on that server, would transfer off, transferred back, and then towards the beginning, this was like a year and a half later or something, in the beginning of Wrath, I was doing twos, and I was in the middle of like doing arena, I just got out of a match, and someone messaged me talking shit to me, and I thought it was the person I had just been in a match with, and I was like, who the fuck are you? Like, fuck you, dude, don't talk to me. And then he just kept going with it, but it was fucking Alex, and I didn't have him on my friends list anymore. He was on a different character and everything, and he had just recognized my name, and you know, so I'm sitting there like talking shit to this guy who I don't even know who it is, and turns out it was Alex. And then at that point, that was when he introduced me to Frankie, and we all just ended up joining forces and creating like a big like guild merger, which didn't end up great, but that's a different story. But yeah, we ended up having like a little guild merge going on, and cleared a bunch of the Nax content at the beginning because it didn't last for too long. I think we got into Old War for a second, but yeah, it was good. And it's just crazy because like I still talk to these dudes like almost, you know, like almost regularly. I think I talk to Frankie more than anyone out of them. But we've been like to BlizzCon together. We've hung out like in real life. Like I've come up to New York a few times and hung out with them and shit. And it's all because that one time, all I did was just say looking for leveling guild in general chat in Ashenvale. Would have never happened otherwise. Fucking 12-year-long friendships over that shit. Yeah. Then we went to BlizzCon. This was at the end of Wrath, so we went to BlizzCon, and Frankie paid for us to all like be at a internet cafe or whatever, like one of those like gaming hubs, and we all got logged in on a line of computers together. And it was we weren't the best raiding guild by any means. There was a lot of us that were just pretty fucking dog shit. But regardless, we all that was like the first time that we downed Lich King as a 10-man guild or whatever, and it was when we were all in person together. Minus one like crazy weirdo bitch who was playing Arrested Druid. She wasn't there, but there were 10 of us. There was one that wasn't playing that was with us. And we downed it, and like the whole fucking place is watching us as we're trying to down it, and it's like just fucking erupted. Everyone's just like, yeah! Just like freaking out. It was good shit. And then I shotgunned 3 monsters and about killed us driving a car around at like midnight in Los Angeles. So, you know, good stuff. World of Warcraft. It creates memories. Alright, next piece we're going to work on. Well, I should probably do this red bit here. I can just do most of that. Let's see here. Go pretty low here because I don't need to have that perfect. I just need to get these ones right. Oh, what I was going to say earlier is I went and saw Shazam last night, and I have to say that DC stepping their game up. The movie was a lot better than most of the other ones have been. It's weird to think how many people became friends because of WoW. I've played a ton of other MMOs but never made any friends. Always wondered what it was about WoW that made it so many friendships. I think it was just like, it's just the environment, dude. Like, there's just so many, like, it's harder. And, like, a lot of the things in that game require you to be, you know, like, nice to people. And then, like, you need help in the game, which is a huge, huge aspect that a lot of games lack. So honestly, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing about it, is just that, like, you have to be nice to people and you have to, like, make things work, because if you don't, then it's gonna be a bad time for not only you, but, like, anybody who you are playing with. So I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much what it goes, or how it is, I think. It's just because you gotta be nice to everybody, and that just forces you to actually see past the, like, assholeness that you potentially think people are, or think that people act in other games. Because, like, every game that I play nowadays, like, I just think that, like, everyone that I end up teaming up with is just stupid, and, like, never get the chance to, like, actually get to know them, because they probably have the same mentality as me. But, you know, put those together. Stroke 'em. I'll be stroking. Stroking. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Yep, that looks right. Right? Yep. Alright, so now we gotta do the green right there for the neck, but I need to incorporate the helmet for that. So let's put the helmet on top. So finally, you put my love on top, baby. Yeah, on the world out world. Alright, so since the helmet is there, how much of the neck do I need to actually show? Not a lot. Okay, cool. So, need to copy that green though. So let's copy that green. Where is my, let's just click this. That green, there we go. And now let's go to here. And then how much of this chest piece do I need to cover? Okay, so I just need to just fill in right here, basically. Actually, that looks right. I was gonna fuck with that, but I don't think I need to. Oh, and this one doesn't matter because it's gonna be behind the red. There we go. Okay, enter, and then fill it. Fill it with piss! Oh, need a new layer. Got that Stranglethorn Veil music going on, dude. What? I don't think I need to. I don't need to put a stroke on that. Let's do flip. There we go. Right. There we go. That's better. All right. Merge those together. Games are in a sad state these days, makes me sad. Same, dude. Same. I was playing Star Wars Galaxies before WoW launched, and that one had an amazing community too. Yeah, I think it does have a lot to do with the time as well, because there wasn't so much toxicity back then, because online games were a relatively new thing. Like, MMOs were brand fucking new when World of Warcraft was, like, starting out. I mean, EverQuest was obviously there beforehand, but I mean, they were still in their infancy. I never played Star Wars Galaxy, but I had a good friend that did, and the stories he told me about that game were intense. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've heard about it as well. It was a different beast. All right, so let's take away everything except what I've drawn so far. All right, it's looking pretty solid. I gotta do some shading up in here, but then after the shading, all I got left is the gloves and the shoulders. I mean, we're good to go. Let's keep at it. Still got about 30 minutes before I need to jump off here. Okay, so next piece I want, well, no, I gotta start working on the shading now. So let's knock all this stuff out. Okay, so what should we start with shading? I think that we should go, I think the first thing that I need to do is create these pieces that are in the, because like right now I just have it so that you can just see like just that block. So I think I need to like go in and like do these extra pieces that are like the inside images, so to speak. If that makes sense. Let's go with, I need to see the one I'm about to work on though. I'm going to start on the arms. Okay. So I can toggle back and forth for this. So we're going to start here, go to there. And then this is kind of where I need to toggle, I think. So it needs to like mirror it. Yep, and then we'll just go to here. Then how far does this go up though? That goes all the way up. Okay. Touching away, but I don't know what I'm to say. Me. Okay. Let's go there. And how far does that one go over? To about there-ish. So these days, what's replacing Vent? I mean, do you think folks will use Twitch or Discord for guilds and raids and whatnot? Yeah, Discord definitely. Like, Discord's just way better. I don't, like, dude, my group of friends was still using Vent, like, a couple months ago. I'm not even kidding. Like, and finally the guy who was paying for the Vent, who had not been on it in years, finally cut it off and we had to move to Discord. I was happy, though, because I fucking hate Vent. It's too old. Like, I'd rather have Discord where I can post stuff. See. Tons of great memories in both games nowadays. Everything is so different, that's why I never went back to WoW after I quit right before Wrath. You should have stuck it out through Wrath though, dude. Wrath was a good time. It was a damn good time. I think Wrath was I don't want to say Wrath was the best time I had playing WoW, but it was up there. And Rally using that Recno what? Recno what? I wish I could change it. They won't let me change the No, what did I just do? They won't let me change the name that you have to type in, or the thing you have to type in for it, which is really, really annoying to me. Alright, so in this next one we're gonna color with this. I'm sorry, I won't make that sound again. Alright. Let's duplicate it. And then let's... There's no fucking hotkey for horizontal flipping. It's so much better. Let's see if I can... Alright, so it needs to be... I don't... Well, I'm gonna have to put a stroke around this regardless, I think. So, I don't think it needs to be perfect. But as close to perfect as possible would be great. And that's good right there. Yeah, right there. That's what we're looking at. Alright. Yeah, looks good. I was completely burned out too many late night raids. Yeah, see, that's what I like about PvP, is that like it's on your own terms, you know. I don't like having to treat raiding as if it's a job. I don't agree with that, like, ever. And assume you hope for progressive servers. Yeah, of course, Rally. Progressive servers, there's no other way, IMO. Alright, so that's pretty much there, but how do I want, do I need to, I'm just going to go ahead and finish up each piece as I'm doing it. So like I need to do highlights now for both of these, but let's do this right here. So let's do like, let's try to make it look more uniform here. Now that I'm at the point here, I need to go in here, zoom in a little bit. Me. Nope. Oh, that's what the problem is. Like, why is it pushing it up above that? Go white on that. We can adjust the opacity. Whoa, not like that. Hey, Blaine, thank you so much. You're the freaking man, dude. Dude, that's money. Why are you giving me money? Thank you so much. I don't even know what to say, man. Let's see. All right, not really. I don't care if they keep it classic for years. Eventually move to BC. Time for me to put out some Friday work fires before I get the weekend started. Take it easy. All right, yeah. Thank you so much, Blaine. I'm gonna keep streaming, guys. I'm gonna do more stuff like Def and Mel and everybody do, so that we can like have more in-depth discussions about certain things. But yeah, I just wanted to stream this today to kind of have something to have going on in the background while I'm talking. But thank you so much for the bits, and I will see you later, Blaine. Thank you for stopping by. Where did I put this one? Oh, shit. No. Fuck. How do I stop this? Oh, I just gotta go back is all. Okay, now I just make a new layer and fill it. There we go. Yep, and then I touch that bottom piece up again. Right there, that's good. And then duplicate, and then flip. And then slide that bad boy over. I think that's right. It's actually perfect. How did I do that? Alright. That was right. Why does that feel weird? Hey, no problem, P Smiles. I will see you later. I'm about to end the stream here in a minute anyway, because I gotta start getting ready for work myself. Let me see if I can make this look a little bit better, because it just comes to too much of a point right there. That looks so much better. Alright, cool. Now I'm going to take that, I'm going to delete the other one. And I'm going to, actually, before I delete the other one, let's do copy. Now I'm going to delete one off of this one. Now I can take the other one Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay. Unselect. Copy that layer. Actually, I don't need to do that because I just realized that I can do this. Okay. Still learning Photoshop. Don't judge. There we go. Now I'll take this one, flip it, and put it over there on that one. That way I can line it up right, which it looks lined up right. Okay, now I go back down to this layer and delete. And now I combine these two layers. Alright. Actually, let's just look at, let's see. I'm going to throw everything back on so you can see how the shading looks in conjunction. I think it looks good. I don't think it needs to be any more shaded than that. On each piece of gear, because it's going to look too detailed if I start going too crazy. But yeah, I think that looks good there. Ooh, I didn't do this stuff in here. I forgot about that. Okay. Let's handle that real quick. That'll probably be the last piece I can do before I gotta go to work, but let's do this. Start it up here. Wait, why am I going over that far? What the fuck am I doing? Oh, because it goes over that far. It needs to be right about there. Let's turn that back on. Conflab it. I'm gonna jump up and watch like cargoes whenever I get finished with this stuff. Alright, this one's gonna be darker, so let's take, I don't want it to be too dark though. It's that one. Alright. Pump it up. Pump up the jam. Pump it up while your feet are stomping. And the jam is pumping. Get the body on the board. Something. Flip horizontal. I'm a friend of Dave Navarro's. I seem like a cool dude. There we go. Alright. Lock those two together. Then I just need like this bottom part that just kind of like mimics the top piece. I wonder if I could. This might be a better way to actually do these things. So if I take If I take this layer and I duplicate it, and then I go, oh wait, I need to stroke that, don't I? How does that look? Looks fine. Alright. So what if I take that layer, I'm going to zoom in here, and instead, this is actually the way I should be doing this for like when I need to line things up. So I just go here and I kind of like mimic it, because I'm just trying to get that like white line. Just double check. I can do this. Okay. So I think it should be is right there, right? Yeah, so there we go. And I just continue it out like that. And now I can just do this, and then on this layer, because that's the one I have selected, I can go bam, and then I can do delete. Now I can take this and fill it. Hold on. It's Control D. Now I just do the blending options, fill, color overlay, change it to white, boom, boom, boom. Now I just drop the opacity down. Oh wait, before I do that, let's do this. Oh, fuck you. Alright, so flip this one. The fuck? Oh. And then I have to go to this one. There we go. So now, got this layer. And that's all I have to do. There we go. And these should just merge, and then I can opacity, tune them down. And they match up perfectly. Boom! Yes! Alrighty, I need to get off here and get ready for work. Yep. But thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for the subscriptions. I plan on doing much more stuff, so hopefully I will see y'all very soon. Very soon. But got that mage video coming out soon. I'm gonna try to finish this thing up tonight so I can have my new intro, and then I'm gonna put that mage video out pretty much as soon as I get done. So yeah, y'all just hang out and look for me. Alright. Where is it? Hold on. I think I save it. Is it Photoshop? No, it's just Photoshop. Is it Photoshop PDF? Nope, nope, nope. Just Photoshop. There it is right there. Cool. R14. Can't type 14 flex. Master. So that's like the one I'm working on it on. Turn the quality up. I'm talking about saving it like a bitch. Alright. That's it. I'll see y'all over in Cargo's stream. If you're still watching me, I'm gonna go over there and watch and mingle. So I'll see y'all later.